As we welcome you inside Oracle Park in the city by the bay. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Francisco Giants. The Phils try to lock down their 14th consecutive win. Coming up next. Jeff Samardzija, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Time now for a glance at the Phillies' batting order in this one. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit ball towards the hole, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And there is a National League record. 45 straight games with a hit as he'll set his sights now on the all-time mark.
You know, D-Row, they say that records are made to be broken, but I never thought I would ever see anybody in the National League get 45 consecutive games with a hit.
And to just sit back and think about the guys that ran out of steam and the guys that didn't get there after the third, for him to be sitting at 45 games and the way he went about it, moving balls out of the ballpark, base hits up the middle the other way, occasionally the swing and bunt. It has all come together, and now he's the leader in the National League.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
Into the box, Rhys Hoskins. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
Boy, and also right up among the leaders in home runs and RBIs. This guy's having an epic season. And
taken high and deep to right. Hara going back on it to the track, and he makes a nice catch on the track. Is Drew Smyly will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
1-0 the count. Dan, D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
The 1-2. Fouled away. Hit to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out. And with that, a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, Evan Longoria has been tearing it up lately. He's the team leader in runs batted in coming into this one. He just has a knack for driving in runs, whether the runner is at first base or he's at second or third. It just seems like he's always driving the guys in. He even told me, when I get to the plate, I'm in scoring position. That's the kind of mentality he has, and it works.
First offering on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1.
Nope.
Ball 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
I got to count 1 and 2.
And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Joe Penn becomes the second out of the bottom of the first. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Harper is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. An inning in the books, scoreless on MLB Network. Digging in, JT Realmuto. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chased after that one, and it's 0-1. Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, Dero, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Up next will be Nick Williams, and he's really swinging a hot bat in the series, to say the least. 10 RBIs on 4 base hits. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute squeeze. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Belt has it to second for 1. Relay to Belt. They get 2, and that'll end the inning. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's the cleanup hitter, Chris Shaw. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Number 22.
Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
Ball, 1 strike.
In there, 1-2 now. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch, as that's the first out of the inning.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this
Batting
one was
sixth.
squared up pretty good, but
Not shortstop.
just like pitchers give up hits on
Brandon
well-executed pitches,
Crawford.
batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Fly ball out toward left center field. Herrera's there. Running hard. He's digging for second. Oh, and he misses it. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. Crawford takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Man, I'm not sure I've ever seen a play like that before. To say that error was costly would be a big understatement. Looked like a circus act out there.
Into the box now, Kevin Pillar. He comes into this one just 2 for 12 in the series to this point. In there, and it's 0-1. The Giants have struck first here. They lead it 1-0 as we play the second. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1.
Hey.
1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. 2 out, nobody on. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on no base hits, 1 Philly error. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Michael Franco gets set to start out the inning.
Franco.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Belt is there. 1 away. So with 1 gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Gene Segura standing in. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. Didn't waste any time like the first pitch he saw to keep the inning going.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Shaw is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Phillies strand 1. They still trail 1-0.
Welcome back as the Giants look to get their bats going in the 3rd inning, and you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. At the start of the day, they find themselves as one of the worst teams in the league in hitting the long ball and scoring runs. I talked to one player before the game that told me he thinks things have sort of snowballed on them this year. They didn't get off to a good start, and since then, most everyone has simply been searching for answers and trying to do too much. He admitted it's been a frustrating year, but they have to keep pushing forward and looking for better ways to generate offense. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Here's the first pitch to him. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Herrera on the run. It's in there, and the Giants look to have an extra base hit on their first hit of the game. And the Giants are in business here on the leadoff double.
So with your pitcher due up next, you can either have him bunt or you can even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with the bat in his hands.
Into the box, Jeff Samardzija. And he'll try to get that runner to third, but this one gets fouled. Bo stands at second with no outs. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And there's one away.
The batter, the right fielder, Parra.
In is Gerardo Parra. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here's another 0-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Up next for the Giants, the second baseman.
So in now for San Francisco, Joe Penn looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that was perhaps bay bound, but instead it's a long foul ball. And he fouls this one off. Liner toward right center. Harper is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for San Francisco, but they're on top 1-0. Here's Bryce Harper now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The right fielder, Bryce Harper.
First pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field. Pillar's there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
Now in the box, Rhys Hoskins comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line towards center field. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So he'll reach base with 1 out here in the 4th. And with that, let's check out the league leaderboard in hits. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. Digging in now for Philadelphia, JT Realmuto. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Pilar is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
2 are gone in the Philly 4th. And digging in at the plate, the Texas native Nick Williams. From the stretch. This is line to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. It remains 1-0. Coming to the plate now, Brandon Belt. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
The first baseman,
First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman. The 1-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2. High in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
He was a strikeout victim in his first try. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Williams ranging back into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left, number 17 for him on the season, as the Giants have taken a 2-0 lead.
Boy, you can see that he was dialed in on his curve from the second he released it. He saw the spin, knew it was coming back over the plate, and just crushed it. He was tracking it all the way.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. 0-1 the count. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Nope.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. And a swing and a miss there by Longoria as he can't connect, and that's a big second out now.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Down the first baseline, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he'll fight this one foul off to the left as the count goes to 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. But bye-bye, baby. It's a run for the Giants on the solo blast. We're through 4. It's now 2-0 San Francisco. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense, and he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. He talked about how it's been
Leading
one
off for
first pitch
Philadelphia,
out after another,
the center
and that's
fielder,
been extremely frustrating to watch. They like to encourage their hitters to be aggressive, but to do so selectively. That means swinging at good pitches to hit, and given the 8 first pitch outs they've hit into, that doesn't appear to be the case today.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael Franco.
So striding in, Michael Franco. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now
Well, I
batting,
think he got
the
away
pitcher.
with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
So here now's the pitcher, Drew Smiley. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Pilar's there, and that ends the inning. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. They trail it here 2-0.
You don't want to push me too far. Stay low, baby, you was messing with a star.
Next to bat for the Giants, Kevin Pilar. He'll look to
Leading
bounce
off
back
for the
after
Giants,
striking out his last
the
time
center
up.
fielder.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
No balls and a strike to count. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, that pitch was like a backdoor cutter, if you will. It starts well off the plate and almost cuts back to the corner. That's a tough pitch to hit if you could throw it for a strike.
Ball.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit, froze him, but just missed the zone.
Skied into straightaway right. Harper has a read on it. 1 down.
Now batting, catcher, Even.
In now, Stephen Vogt. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Harper has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jeff Samardzija.
And now the Giants pitcher, Jeff Samardzija. First delivery to him on the way. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike. Hanging curveball taken, though, for a 2nd strike.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Fouled off. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. A ball and 2 strikes to the Giants pitcher.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Oh, and he misses it. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Harper coming on. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3, but they hold a 2-0 lead. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Gene Segura, he's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Samardzija has his target. 0-1 on its way. Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive.
Interesting pitch selection right there, in off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get on first base free of charge.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to center field. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And as you see there, he currently tops the Phillies in that department.
Harper.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on but fouled off to the left. 0-1 the count to Bryce Harper. Ripped down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a relay to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out.
Now batting.
Striding in, JT Realmuto, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Line towards center field. Pilar is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 for the Phillies here on the RBI double. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the Giants 2 and the Phillies 1. Ready for another shot now. Gerardo Parra. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. First pitch on its way. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit right.
Now
That good
batting,
straight
the
changeup,
second
El
baseman,
Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm
Panic.
speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Here's Joe Panic. Oh, and he misses it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle, and you know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And they'll have to chase it down out around the 382 sign. Panic rounds third and is digging for the plate. He will score, and they now lead by 2. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
22.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
Chris Shaw will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Up next to the Giants, the third baseman.
So a runner at third,
Evan.
2 men are out, and standing in here the veteran third baseman Evan Longoria. 0-1 the count. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. A pause and the 0-2. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Williams is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But the Giants do get one in the inning on the run-scoring triple. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's now 3-1 San Francisco. Back here in San Francisco, Giants leading this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, there you see our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Into the box now, Nick Williams. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
And he stretches out in left, but this is off his glove.
What a nice piece of hitting
Now
right
batting,
there.
the center
Didn't try and do too much,
Odubel
stayed on the attack,
Herrera.
kept his hands inside the ball, and took what the pitcher gave.
In now, Odubel Herrera. He swings and grounds it to short. Backhanded to Panic covering on the belt, but it won't be in time as they just settle for 1.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Into the box now, Maikel Franco, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Parra. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Andrew
and gentlemen,
McCutcheon will
your
come on to
attention,
pinch
please.
hit here in a big
Pinch
spot.
hitting for the Phillies, number 22, Andrew McCutcheon.
Line to the right side. Hara is there, and they go down in a hurry here as this side is quickly retired. Phillies strand one. They still trail it here 3-1. Vince Velasquez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home
number
7.
21, Vince
Stepping in,
Velasquez.
Brandon Crawford. He'll lead it off against Vince Velasquez. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
2 balls and a strike now. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled away.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Coming to the plate now, Kevin Pillar. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. 1-2 as he chases the slider. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, if you were in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Pillar, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he lays off here. It's a ball and a strike to the Giant backstop.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
The 1-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jeff Samardzija. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
In the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
That was definitely a 2-strike curveball there. The catcher turns his glove over and tries to make himself big to block it, but with no luck. The ball skips away, and it's scored a wild pitch.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Giants leave 1 as the lead. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Gene Segura. He matches up with Jeff Samardzija to get the inning underway. Hit on the ground out to short. throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now back, second baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
And now Bryce Harper. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Hard around first is Harper racing for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Stepping in now, Rhys Hoskins. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. That one is out of here. This game is tied. 2-run shot to straightaway center, and we are tied again.
Yeah, he's been producing at the plate all year, so this should come as a surprise to nobody. But just because it's expected doesn't mean it's any less impressive. 1 swing, and we are tied.
Now here comes Bruce Bochy out of the Giants dugout on his way to the mound. And he'll signal for the bullpen. That's going to be it for Jeff Samardzija. Certainly did his job here this afternoon, but he'll have nothing to show for it as he'll be credited with a no decision.
The catcher, JT Realmuto.
First offering on its way. Left side. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Now batting, Gerardo Parra. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
The right fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing here on the fastball as this is squirted up the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Up next for the Giants, the second baseman, Joe Panic.
So coming to the plate, Joe Panic. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He's gone 2 for 5. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Curveball grounded towards second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon Belt.
Digging in and looking for more, Brandon Belt. Tripled homer run last time through, so we'll see what he's got in store here. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Giants down in order. Score remains tied at 3-3. Standing in, Nick Williams. And his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the ninth.
Nick Williams.
First pitch on its way. Shoots this one over to first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night.
Now
3
batting,
singles, but
the
hey,
center fielder,
you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Roman Quinn will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? One there. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
No real chance from the roll to that time. He's just too quick coming out of the batter's box. You basically have to make a perfect turn on a hard hit ball to double him up. Now they need to keep an eye on him over at first.
Here's the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Jay Bruce will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that'll get past his outstretched glove. It's a base hit. Oh, and the tag will get him at home plate as that keeps the ball game tied.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gene Segura.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Gene Segura. Here's the first pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Franco over at second. Bruce on at first with 2 down. Swing and a shot back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. He's safe at the plate. And here in the 9th, they have taken the lead.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one that makes you feel really good about yourself.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Shaw will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Phillies lead this one 4-3. Roman Quinn will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 24.
Pat Neshek comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
For the Phillies, number 93, Pat Neshek.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Shaw. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Hit sharply toward the right side. And it's a base hit. And just like that, the potential tying run is aboard here to start the home half of the ninth.
Now batting.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
From the belt, the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But this is foul for the first strike. And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. Segura for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
He definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Standing in now, Brandon Crawford, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Real Muto shading to his right, 2 down.
The center fielder, number 1, Kevin.
Giants down to their final out now, and that'll bring up a man who's a human highlight reel defensively, Kevin Pillar. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Longoria is off at first with 2 away. Hard hit ball to second, and a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The change up on a tee in the middle of the plate, but tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. Pillar is digging for home. And they're going to walk off here with a 5-4 win. Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered when it mattered most with the walk-off base hit, so better get his recognition. I just hope his guys didn't pummel him too hard when they went out there celebrating on the field.
A 1-run finish today.